We are afraid of the dark. It is a primal instinct buried deep in our biology. We fear what we cannot see. But in space, we usually fear the light, the exploding stars, the burning quasars, the colliding galaxies. We assume the universe is crowded. We assume that if you travel far enough in any direction, you will eventually hit something. A star, a planet, a cloud of gas. But there is a place in the northern sky where this rule is broken. A place where the tapestry of the cosmos has been torn open, leaving behind a silence that is difficult to comprehend. It is a perfect sphere of nothingness. A hollow abyss so vast that it defies our standard models of how the universe was made. We call it the Boötes Void. In 1981, astronomer Robert Kirshner was mapping the distribution of galaxies to understand the large-scale structure of the universe. He expected to find a uniform cosmic web strands of galaxies separated by small, manageable pockets of empty space. Instead, he found a hole, a massive spherical gap located in the direction of the constellation Boötes the Herdsman. At first, the team believed it was a data error. They recalibrated, they checked again, but the hole was real, and the more they looked, the larger it grew. This is not a small pocket. The Boötes Void is nearly 330 million light-years in diameter. It is one of the largest structures or non-structures in the entire observable universe. To put that scale into perspective, if you drove a car at 60 miles per hour, it would take you 3 trillion years to cross it. It is a desert of infinite night. Let us play a game. Imagine the Milky Way galaxy was not located here in our crowded local group full of neighbors like Andromeda. Imagine instead that we were located in the dead center of the Boötes Void. How would human history change? How would our philosophy, our religion, and our science have evolved? When early astronomers looked up, they would have seen nothing. No stars, no milky band of light, no nebulas. Just an endless suffocating blackness stretching in every direction. Astronomer Greg Aldering famously summarized this isolation. He said, "If the Milky Way had been in the center of the Boötes Void, we wouldn't have known there were other galaxies until the 1960s. We would have believed with absolute scientific certainty that we were the only object in existence. Telescopes would have revealed only deeper darkness. We would have been the loneliest species in time. But the void is not technically empty. It is just incredibly sparse. Statistically, a region of space this size, 330 million light-years across, should contain approximately 2,000 galaxies. It should be teeming with light and civilization. So how many have we actually found inside? 60. Not 2,000. 60. This represents roughly 3% of the expected density. To use a terrestrial analogy, it is like looking at the entire sprawl of New York City and finding only 3 people living in it. Physics can explain small voids. Gravity pulls matter together into clusters, leaving gaps behind. The rich get richer, the dense get denser. But Boötes is too big for this standard explanation. The universe is not old enough for gravity to have cleared out a space this massive naturally. It shouldn't be this empty. This physical impossibility has led to a darker theory. It is a hypothesis that whispers in the corners of science fiction forums, but it holds a terrifying internal logic. What if the void is not natural? What if it is artificial? We often speculate about Type 3 civilizations on the Kardashev scale. These are species so advanced that they can harvest the energy of entire galaxies. If a civilization wanted to expand indefinitely, they would eventually need to encapsulate their stars in Dyson spheres to capture 100% of the energy output. To an outside observer, the star would simply vanish. It would go dark. So I ask you, what if the Boötes Void is not empty? What if it is full? Imagine an ancient empire expanding outward from a center point, conquering galaxy after galaxy and dimming the lights as they go. We wouldn't see a bustling metropolis. We would see a wave of growing darkness spreading across the sky. Most astronomers reject this, of course. They believe the void likely formed from the merger of smaller voids, a soap bubble effect, where smaller empty patches coalesced into a supervoid. It is the most rational explanation, but the alternative lingers in the mind. The idea that we are looking at a patch of space that has been systematically switched off. Whether it is a natural anomaly or a galactic empire, the Boötes Void reminds us of a simple, chilling truth. The universe is not a safe, warm blanket. It is mostly cold, hard nothing. We are lucky to have neighbors, because out there, in the great nothing, no one can hear you scream